Number 8, I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise kind, feminine, and virtuous daughters.
In this Bentayga in the back, got a bad bitch trying to unbutton her blouse. Nicky and her Bottega bag, but she just want dick in her mouth. No emoji, wink and bust, when I close one eye it's fatal. Whoosh, sweaty palm when I squeeze it off, then go blend these palm angels. Said he want smoke, but nado. Thousands all on first. Fendi, I don't go Ferragamo. Got a shot for a
We literally teach people how to make money for themselves and their family. Me in particular, I teach them how to fix their credit. I teach them how to take their cars and turn them into, cash flowing assets. I teach them how to take their houses and turn them into cash flowing assets. And then of course they're going to teach their families how to do that. Of course they're going to teach their friends how to do that. So my impact is even bigger than just the one person I'm talking to. It's going to be their whole family. Like, yo, man, you making money like this? How? They going to tell them, and now they lit. And now they change their whole dynamic of their life. And that's what I really do it for. That's impact. And I feel, I get up every day on live just because of that. I be like, I'm going to get up on live and change. I'm going to get up and say this one thing, this one dude, he's going to change his whole life.
If you clean it up later, it will leave a stain. There is no doubt about it. Every single time, 100% of the time, if you clean up the spill later, when you allow it to dry, because the only thing you're doing when you allow it to dry, you're just festering in the spoil. Oh man, I spoiled some milk. I spilled some milk. Oh man, what am I going to do? I spilled some milk. Oh man, I did this, man. I should have did it the other way. The only mistake, which is what you think that is, you think it's a mistake. Spilling milk is not a mistake. If you spill some milk, that milk should never stay in that spill long enough to spoil. Spilled milk is a totally different thing. That means you spilled it and you left it there.
Able to dissect the mind of an obsessive person, it would concern a lot of people, because they would say, does this person really think that way? They do. They really do think that way. They really want what they want, and they really end up getting what they want because they have to have it. They're obsessed about it. And anytime they're obsessed about it, they start figuring out creative ways to get what they want. If it's a girl, if it's a business, if it's a position, if it's a certain success, if it's accolades, if it's a certain place they want to be, if it's a certain lifestyle they want, they're gonna figure out a way to get it because they're obsessive. They have to have it. They're just wired that way.
If you are a leader that's gonna help your entire team kind of congeal more, is if you can not just hold your direct reports accountable or let your boss hold you accountable, but if you can hold your peers accountable. And that's one of the hardest things for a boss to cement into the culture is, hey, it's not just me that should be giving you feedback. And it's not just you that should be giving me feedback, but I need everyone to give each other feedback. And that's when you create like a flywheel effect with your team, is when not just top to bottom can give each other feedback, but peer to peer can. And so what that means is, like, when you have an issue with somebody on the team, when you see someone on the team or on the meeting that didn't do what they said they were going to do, you don't just wait for your boss to say something. You say something.
Okay, so we know that mechanical tension is the main thing driving muscle growth, but what happens next? How do we get from a mechanical stimulus like tension to a biochemical signal that commands the muscle to grow? Mechanical tension within the muscle. This is called the stimulus. The stimulus is sensed by mechanosensors, which sort of feel that the muscle is being pulled into tension and pass that signal on. Sensors, a signal gets sent to a beast mode molecule called mTOR, which is a major regulator of cellular growth in general, bigger. From there, mTOR goes to the nucleus and tells the DNA machinery to produce a messenger RNA strand, which you can think of as a set of blueprints for building new muscle. Those blueprints are sent to a ribosome, which is like a muscle protein building factory that manufactures a string of amino acids based on the blueprint from the mRNA in a process known as translation. Now, if this rate of synthesis exceeds the rate of breakdown, protein balance is said to be positive, and in that case, new contractile proteins are incorporated into muscle fibers, resulting in what's called myofibrillar hypertrophy, leading to increased muscle size overall. But all of that is really just one string of dominoes. There's also this other path that's triggered by amino acids in the protein we eat. In this case, amino acids are transported inside the cell, and the amino acid leucine also activates mTOR. Now, for the record, we seem to need about 3 grams of leucine to stimulate mTOR, which can be found in about 20 to 25 grams of high-quality protein. Inject high-dose testosterone, the hormone crosses the muscle cell membrane and either binds to an androgen receptor directly or is converted to DHT, which then binds to the androgen receptor, and then that complex enters the nucleus and tells the DNA to start cranking out more blueprints, turning up that muscle protein synthetic process even more.
Overdrive, because I found it entertaining. But people will constantly tell you to not talk in a way
which is full of conviction. People do not like you to be arrogant and have an ego. This is the worst thing ever. Let me tell you the fact, number one facet of the G mindset. Your life is never going to be worse if you walk through the world believing you are the fucking man. You wake up, you look in the mirror and go, I'm the fucking man. I am the man. There's no one on this planet who can do shit I couldn't do if I put my mind to it. I don't give a fuck how good you are at piano. If I decide to play piano, I would be better than you at piano. And I believe that. I don't just say these things, I fucking believe them.
Oh, she left me! She fucked another guy! Man, let's focus on this fat ass chicken bag, man. Let's focus on getting the chicken bag up. Let's focus on getting our physique right. Let's focus on working on ourselves. Let's focus on getting our mind right instead of worry about the dumb, stupid ass bitch.
Get you your basic money, you know what I'm saying? If you broke, go get your credit fixed. And once you get your credit fixed, come to Mitch, come get you maybe 2-3 cars total. Don't go crazy. Start off slow. Mitch got the phones, so you ain't gotta get the phones yet. Start off with $30,000-$40,000 cars. Find out what are the hottest $30,000-$40,000 cars in Atlanta or wherever state you're in. Do your research. Take a month, tour, look at the prices, look what's going on. Audi S5s is good. I looked them up a little bit. Even Audi A5s are good. But start off, do your research. I'm not even gonna tell you what car. Get you 2 cars on the tour. Get you 2 Airbnbs, right? And beside that, once you get your money up a little bit, invest in real estate. Get you a small investment property. I don't care if you gotta buy it in a hood somewhere out of the country, out of the state. Don't go, if you're in Atlanta, buy with me out of state. I'm about to have 100 properties in Cleveland this year.
Cleveland,
Detroit, St. Louis, all that. So get you a starter kit, like I said. Get 2 Airbnbs, get 2 properties. 2 cars, 2 Airbnbs, and get you a real estate property.
Number 7. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise strong, capable, and honorable sons.
Do y'all have a question about anything else in life but these fucking women? That's what's wrong with y'all motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. How many questions have we answered?
Like 15.
Like 15 questions. All y'all want to talk about is chicks. Let me tell you something. I was not even fucking worried about chicks because I was so on what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. I bet none of the 15 guys that sent me a message have a 6-pack. Not one of you motherfuckers. Not one. Now I bet none of you motherfuckers make over 200 grand a year and you ask me about fucking chicks. Guess what, motherfucker? She does not want you until you get your shit together. So you're asking me about women at like 19 years old. Motherfucker, they don't like you yet. Get your shit together and then ask me about fucking women.
Ideally, you want to be using under 10% of your overall credit limit so that way you're seen as a safer borrower and therefore you get a higher credit score. So that means if you're out there just maxing out your credit cards, then, well, first of all, don't do that. But second, the fastest, easiest fix out there is just to pay down your credit cards so now you owe less money. That's going to almost immediately fix your credit score within the next week or 2 without anything else needed from your end. But if you don't have enough money to pay it all down, go out there and open up more credit. Now here's how this works. The credit bureaus don't care about the dollar amount that you're borrowing. All they care about is how much credit you're borrowing compared to the total credit limit that you have. So if you have a $1,000 credit line, but you spend $1,000 on it, then you maxed it out. But if you have a $10,000 credit line and you spend that exact same $1,000, then technically you're only using 10% of your overall credit, and that's good.
These exotic cars are like business cards, right? So since they're business cards for me, meaning that when I drive them, people are trying to see who's driving the car. People want to know what I do. People want to do how they can find out and get contact from me, or how they can do business with me. Marry the two, which is the advertisement and the exotic car. It's going to do double attraction. So that is something that I can monetize. So I would go out to businesses. I would just send out ads for exotic car advertisements, and I would charge up at different packages: silver, gold, platinum. And all of them would range from $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 a month for me to advertise another business on my actual exotic car. Now you can do that on the windshield. That's one price. You can do that as an Instagram handle. That's one price on the window. You can do the whole car vinyl wrapped with the business, and that's going to be the $10,000 and $15,000 and $20,000 package.
That's not what it's about. It's about the bitches that did you wrong, the bitches that did you dirty, the ones that didn't show you or give you any kind of day. Made it seem like it was always your fault. Now they gotta pay for that. Now she gotta pay for that. Now she sees you leveling up, acquiring more badges, getting better bitches, driving a better vehicle, living in a better neighborhood, eating at different kind of better restaurants, eating at bougie restaurants, taking this bad bitch to a bougie restaurant. Your bad bitch, your girl that you're with, not that dumbass bitch who overlooks you. You created your own lane.